All right, welcome back, everybody. Welcome to Paranormal Musings podcast with episode 16 tonight. We are joined by Leo Paranormal Exploration out of where?
Rockford, Illinois.
Rockford, Illinois. That's right. See, I told you I would get boxed. That's what they get for having me do it. But, anyways,
Oh my
It was
god.
like 5 seconds ago.
I know. Like,
Yeah.
Listen, man, I'm still fried from all the investigations this weekend. My brain is not working very well.
Get this
Going-
man a
You got-
Red Bull.
You got a good excuse. You got a good excuse.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying here. But where'd he go? Well, there he is. He's back. All right. So, anyways, we're gonna let Marcus here tell us a little bit about him and his and what he's doing over there in Rockford, Illinois. And you have the floor, sir. Marcus?
Are you Leo Paranormal Exploration or are you the great Houdini?
Yeah, where'd he go? I think we lost him.
Oh, man.
Marcus, come out to play.
I heard
Oh,
some squeaking.
Hello?
Hola.
And thanks everybody for tuning in for another great episode of Paranormal Musings Podcast.
buddy there. I know they don't get good signal there in the mountains, but jeez.
Yeah.
It
Maybe
says
it's storm.
his internet is being spotty.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
Where was he standing in front of? Is that like a
His
place?
house.
Like
It's his
It's
house.
his house. Oh, now he's gone. He'll probably be back in, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's his. Yeah, he just moved to that place recently. I think.
oh, that's the actual place he moved
Yeah.
to. Yeah, I remember seeing he was talking about that.
Yeah, they said he moved.
I'm
to
not.
like
We're
a-
not editing. I'm not editing any of this out, by the way, because
That's fine.
we're for real.
That's right, man. We go on unfiltered around here, man. That's the
Yeah.
way we roll.
Yeah, we're not here to be filtered. We're here to just talk shit
Yeah,
and
That's
other
right.
shit about ghosts.
That's right.
And
I'm
Mickey White
sure everybody
substances.
who's watching this, everybody who's going to watch this, is like, please come back, Marcus, because these idiots, you left them all by themselves.
That's yeah.
Marcus, where
There's
you
no adult
go?
supervision right now.
No.
So it all began about in 1976.
77 for me,
Yeah.
bro.
You guys see what I have to deal with?
I don't even know if I want to say this on here, but
but
in a couple weeks, I'm like 48.
Are you? All right.
Yeah.
Happy pre-happy birthday there, buddy.
Yeah, 2 days before the 4th.
we
Yeah.
should all
May the-
go out
may the
and get
fourth be with you.
beers.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
Let's all just get on the podcast and drink beers with Terry.
Oh,
That's right.
I'll bring my fruity drinks and we can just have a good time, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
hey, they're good to take out. They're good to take out on the water, bro. Because you drink those heavy beers out there and under the sun like that. That's a bad idea, man. Get yourself some salt.
I drink my IPAs like a real man should. Don't judge me.
Oof.
Oof. I love IPAs, but no.
Oh, dude.
I'd rather not
Why?
pee mud.
I love IPAs. They're delicious.
I don't do like APAs, man. I just like my ales. The ales are.
I love
I like
I love
If I
IPA,
had-
especially 60 minute.
if I have to come down to a favorite beer, it's definitely Yingling.
I actually bought
Dog-
some whiskey this weekend, man. I
Oh, yeah?
don't normally buy whiskey, but I was in St. Augustine. We went to the Citygate place there, man. I got some salted caramel whiskey and some peanut butter whiskey.
Oh,
Nice.
that's a place I talked to the guys about when we were there, but it's like 4 a.m. I'm like, oh, we missed the time. Plus, we're not allowed to drink on investigations.
I'm a
I
I'm a
don't
whiskey
drink on
man.
investigations, man. Ever. I won't do it. I'll never do it. I don't do it.
I will.
Yeah.
Delicious.
I love whiskey, but I always joke I'm Black Irish, so I gotta have it.
I feel like
It's only
you know,
only 6%, but I mean, that's enough to crack it open and drink it.
I like whiskey and bar fights.
yeah.
Hey,
Back in my
Yeah,
young days, my young
so-
days, yeah.
the word alcohol comes from I think it's some Arab word called alcohol, which means like life draining spirits or something like that.
Really?
Yes, it does. And I feel like when we're out on investigations, it's like we're already susceptible to these things. I don't want to
Yeah.
have anything else.
Yeah.
Well, Rich,
After the investigation, I like to crack
Well,
one
that's well, yeah, that's
Mo-
and then go to sleep.
life-altering spirits. Most people just call that marriage.
okay. Okay.
I'm just
So on
saying.
our next episode,
Yeah.
You
Well,
may
we
notice that. You may notice that
when next
Cordell's
time we
not
have
here.
Jeremy on, we're doing that next when we have Jeremy on. Remember he talked about it.
oh yes, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, jeez.
And get your favorite drink, and
Mhm.
you know,
Yep.
I'm only going to pour like that much to last the entire because there's no telling how bad it's going to be.
Yeah, exactly.
Just start pounding,
Once I get to 3 shots, I'm done.
Oh,
Oh, dude, I did 10.5 shots of Jameson one time, and I never again.
I'll probably, you know what? I'll do the episode on my lanai. I'll have a cigar too.
there you go. Dude, at the St. George Inn, man, they had a cigar bar right downstairs.
Really?
Yeah, I almost went in there. I was like, yeah.
Nice.
Mm.
Is that women? Was that where we were?
No, St. Augustine.
Oh, St. Augustine. Okay.
Yeah, St. Augustine, yeah.
So the St. George Inn, is there any stories or hauntings about that place?
So I haven't heard any specifically or didn't do any research on it, but yes, it is supposed to be haunted. Is when you pull up like haunted hotels in St. Augustine, they're one of the ones that come up. Yeah, yeah. It's that the St. Francis Inn, Casa Monica.
Yeah, I've heard of those too.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't realize it was like St. Augustine was like 30 or 40 miles south of Jacksonville. I thought it was like right there.
Yeah.
I didn't know. When I saw it, I was like, still got a ways till Jacksonville. I was like, oh wow.
Yeah, Jacksonville's
Didn't know.
out there, man.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
Jacksonville is huge.
Dude,
Like if you talk about suburbs and all that, it is humongous.
It's a big city, man. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's the home of the Blue Angels.
Mhm.
That's Pensacola. My bad. Oh,
No,
I can't.
it's home of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Nobody roots for the Jaguars. Not even Florida. Get out of here.
What's their mascot's name? He does all this crazy shit during the games,
Jimmy?
and that's what keeps people entertained because they suck. The mascot's the best part of their game.
So, man, so far it's like I've done the St. Augustine jail, I've done this jail. We're working on the Clay County jail, and then we're hopefully.
Yes.
His name is Jackson DeVille.
There you go.
Yeah.
There he is. Yep.
We should have like a whole freaking tour of jails. Only.
Ooh. Hey, I'm down.
I'm bringing my shackles.
I'm down. We could do jails. I want to do some hotels, even if we don't like investigate a hotel, like for a show, yeah. For a show.
There's a lot of
Some
really
hotels.
good hotels in Florida.
Yeah. Oh, and Cordell, I told Rich, I think I told you, Rich, the inn that I stayed in last summer.
Yeah.
That's they don't own it anymore.
No.
So that's out. I really wanted to go back and investigate that place. Yeah. But that's out. They're just touring around and going to different haunted spots, which is cool. So I told them I still want to have them on the show because they got a lot of places they've been to and they can talk about. And one of the guys, he's up near Tampa. He did a lot of ghost tours.
Yeah.
So, and he knew a couple teams that he was friends with. So that are in the surrounding area. So I'd like to have them on. They can talk about some good stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everybody's going to watch this. We're pretty much just talking right now.
Yeah.
Hopefully, Marcus can come back on.
He said he's
we're not editing.
With Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's his Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
What's
We're gonna
so
have a part two.
why we got just a minute anyways? What's up? So the Herd Opera House, you've been there, huh?
Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah, what's the
Um,
411 on that place, brother?
Have you been there too, Cordell?
No.
I've been there now. Yeah. What's that like, Terry?
So you you pull up. I was lucky enough to park out front.
Yeah.
Right under it, there's like a billiard hall.
Yeah.
So you got to remember that when you're investigating. You may hear some noise from down there. I didn't hear too much
Yeah.
until I went to one room, and you can hear what was going. If somebody walked outside and they were talking, you can hear that. Other than that,
Yeah.
you hear them. And you go up this big stairwell. Right beside, to the left of that, you go up a stairwell.
Yeah.
There's a couple shops in there. There's a metaphysical shop up there that holds haunted items.
Really?
We thought we were going to be able to go in there, but the lady had to go home. Excuse me. And so we didn't get them investigating there. You go into the theater. You have the big opening where people used to sit. Then you have the stage. When we come out of the theater, you walk down a corridor, a little hallway, and to the left is the room where I got the little girl
Yeah.
answering yes when I asked her a question.
Yeah.
I got a yes, and got that on audio.
Yeah. Is there any? What's the history on that place? Do you know at all or no?
Don't know too much because she asked everybody like, "Hey, do you want me to give you the names and all this?" And we said no because we were hoping to get them to say names. I
Right.
just asked if the little girl was there. Um, I can't remember what her name is. I may have said it on one of the recordings I had, one of the videos. I
Yeah.
may have said it after I found out, but it's been a while. But
Yeah.
I got nothing on stage. In now, I got some REM pod action down in the sitting area. Got a couple of responses on that from questions, and
Yeah.
then I heard in the back where that picture I sent you two guys.
Yeah.
So that's the back of where everybody sits, and up top is where you sit in the top seats.
Yeah.
I heard movement back there.
Hmm.
Something was moving around back there. That was pretty cool. I didn't go do the other side of the stairwell. There's another stairwell that goes down out to the street on the other
Yeah.
side, and that's supposedly haunted. I didn't go over there because the kids that were there were
Yeah.
over there playing. So you hear
Yeah.
playing. They put a music box by the stairs that leads up to the stage.
Yeah.
Kind of got annoying because every time anybody got near it,
Yeah.
that
Oh,
thing went off.
why does that remind me of a certain investigation?
That thing just kept going
That
off.
is,
And it was
Terry, I do not want to lie to you. I almost like threw your box at the wall.
hey, I told everybody that thing is back there, and everybody just wants to keep walking by it. Not my fault.
I had to pee. That's
I put it there. I
Yeah.
put it there because I didn't think we were going in that room.
no.
And I'm like, hey, it's there. Make
Yeah.
sure you say it's you when you walk by.
I
Yeah.
think it would have been
And it's
better
like a
in the
damn magnet.
bathroom.
Everybody keeps going near it, and I'm like, stop going near the damn box because I started getting tired of it.
Yeah.
And I didn't even use it on this investigation. And I
Yeah.
probably could have stashed it somewhere
In a
and
cell
been
or
fine.
something. Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been fine. And if we had heard that damn thing, it would be like, well, it probably wasn't one of us.
Shit. Let's carpool to Arcadia and listen to dank tunes.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Brian,
I wouldn't use it I would not use it in the opera house though, man. It's too small.
too small.
And
Yeah.
people are gonna walk by it. I didn't use it I didn't use anything like that. I used the REM pod twice when I was in there. Once in a little room. I was in a little room all by myself, and once I mentioned to everybody what I heard,
Everyone flocked in there.
boom, I couldn't get back in there.
Was there a lot of people in there?
there wasn't a lot of people. Their kids were running around though, but they all went into that room, and it was just like, okay, I lost that part of the investigation. So I was like, well, let's go to the stage and all that. One guy took a couple pictures on stage
Mm-hmm.
to on the left hand side, and he goes, "Hey, what do you think of these?" And I watched him take the pictures. So
Yeah.
he didn't do anything. He took the pictures.
Yeah.
And the first picture is normal. The second picture, there's some funky white color going up.
Huh.
And in the third picture, it was back to normal.
That's
Oh,
weird.
And I was like, that's pretty weird, man. So he took one lower down,
Yeah.
and there was something weird there. We were sitting there. We tried to. It was like, all right, we're not doing anything right. Me and him were trying to figure that out, and like I snapped a couple, and like we could not figure out what was going on. Wasn't there, wasn't there.
It
So
wasn't a dust. It wasn't a lens flare. What could it be?
no, it was dark,
Yeah.
and it wasn't there on the first picture. And then it was there, and it wasn't like
See,
a bright. It wasn't like this. It
I've
was
noticed
just
that.
like
It's like when you do
I don't even
pictures
want to
in
say it, but it's
sessions
like a
of
Milky
3,
Way.
shameful. Shameful.
I didn't want to
Yes.
say it.
Is that so? Do they still use that thing for an opera house now? Do you know, or no? Is it like still like
I
good or not?
don't believe so.
Yeah.
I don't want to
Yeah.
say something I don't know. Because they do use the building. And
Yeah.
there's a couple little small businesses up in there. So I don't know. They
They
may.
did it.
I know that group Feeland Paranormal.
Yeah, feeling
They
paranormal.
Feeling.
They investigate there all the time, all the time.
They
So
they do
I
events there. Yeah.
I think they do like there's posters and stuff outside of the wall where they talk about stuff. I don't know if they do opera type stuff, but they
That thing
use
was
the building. They
that
do
thing
use
was
it.
built in 1906, man.
Yeah, yeah.
100 years.
And I have to
It
do
houses.
some research, but
Yeah.
I think there's a rumor somebody hung themselves there, but I'd have to look that up again.
It says it houses an amazing collection of historical items. You could have haunted items.
Outside of the room on the back wall where the metaphysical place is,
Yeah.
and they got signs on it, don't touch. There's some cool old stuff there. I won't tell you what it is, but when you see it, it's pretty cool. And it was
Man,
used
we could leave this sign until
for stuff like that.
Don't tell me don't touch, because I'm honestly gonna touch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's old too. It's like old shit that they used. And it was pretty
Well,
cool.
actually,
It lives
well,
history.
in January 28th, 2025, man, they had 19 heavy metal bands performing there.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
really?
It
Yeah.
is a lot of heavy metal.
That area and outside that area,
Yeah.
I saw posters for bands.
For bands and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, there was a kid DJing.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember you telling
I came down to take a break, and I'm like looking in the pool hall, and then I hear this music. I'm like, "What is that?" I go to the corner. This place is like empty, gutted out. He's got his turntables going, and I'm like, "Oh hell yeah!" Like what?
I wonder if he
I'm
was
like,
throwing a rave, dude.
why is this happening? But hell yeah,
Well, that's cool as shit. What kind of music was it? Some house music or something?
house music. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
doing house.
That's fun.
I looked at him and I did one of these, like
Yeah.
keep it up, buddy.
Keep on, buddy.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to rent out this venue. Nah,
Oh man.
that's pretty cool that they still use it for events and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's still. I know it's definitely still being used.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's
they
like
emphasize that
stuff.
the bands there were playing in a 119-year-old freaking opera house, so that's pretty
Yeah,
cool, man.
it's pretty cool.
That's baller.
There's a place to eat right across the street too.
Is there a good spot?
Yeah. I didn't go.
No.
It only took me, I don't know, hour and a half,
Yeah.
maybe 2 hours to get there. So as soon as I was done, I just drove home.
Yeah. Are you going to do the same thing again this time?
Probably. I don't know what time. I haven't asked you yet what time it's supposed to be. because I took off at, I think it was till 11. I took off at 10. Pretty much everybody took off at 10. I was like, we're getting what we can get.
And we're getting out of
And
Dodge.
yeah, and this took
Why?
off. They
Because
had a
it's
Boo
small.
Bear going. The Boo Bear wouldn't shut up. They had a Boo Bear there, and it keeps asking questions like, "How are you?" And it got annoying. I wanted one, and then after that, I was like, "No, I'm good." Because if mine does that, I'm gonna throw it across the freaking room.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You belong to the spirits.
There you go. Exactly.
Das is yeet.
Annoy them.
Get out of here. Stupid
Oh,
bear.
That thing would not shut up.
Music box.
I wish there was a really big abandoned hospital around Florida.
A big what?
So
Abandoned hospital.
Yeah.
So Arcadia last year, right before the storms, I think,
Yeah.
they did a Paracon.
Really?
So hoping that another Paracon is happening there. But that's where it was happening. And what's his name? I might have to look him up. It was a gorilla. He's a podcaster. And he had put out a while ago. And I reached out to him. And he said he was still trying to do it, but when first time I asked him if it was going to be in Arcadia and Animal Expedition Files.
Mm.
So he's
Joshua Adila.
Who?
Josh Adila.
I don't know his name. But
That's his name. Josh Adila. Yeah, I talked to him a bit.
Yeah, he said he's still trying to do one, but it was going to be a podcast con. So I got to hit him up again and see if that's going to happen. Because he's like, who would be interested in this? And I hit him up and was like, yo, I said, if you need help, I'll get there early and help set up. It's like that'd be pretty cool. But they have had a Paracon there, so hopefully they do it again. And I'm going.
That'd be fun, dude, for sure.
That'd be pretty dope. That'd be dope. And it ain't that far, so.
No, it's not. It's closer to you guys, right, than it is for me.
Yeah. I think so because it's west.
Mm-hmm. Right up to 70 west.
I believe so, and it's kind of a boring drive. When I see the speed limit go down to 30, I'm like, ooh, we're coming up on a town. Hell yeah!
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, out in the middle of nowhere. It's on like a 2-lane highway too, man. I don't like that shit.
And it's a nice little town, from what I saw. Yeah. There was a lot of construction on the streets, but the town was actually pretty nice. And where the opera house is the old downtown, so it's like the historical downtown. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I've got a friend that lives there actually. She's
nice.
She's just you know how, I don't know if maybe you don't know this, but like when you're going out 70 or 72, I think it is, the road like splits, and you can either go to Sarasota or stay in Arcadia. Well, she lives like right there at the split. So
okay,
she lives at the fork in the road.
The fork in the road. Yeah. She's got like cows and everything, dude. It's crazy. She's on a farm.
Holy shit. I remember those growing up.
Yeah. Cows.
Cow tipping?
Cows,
anybody?
pigs, chickens, all that crap.
Never did any cow tipping, man.
No, I never did that.
There's a first time for everything.
She calls them, dude. She calls these cows like dogs. She walks out the back door and says, "Here, cow, here, cow," and they come running from the forest. And I'm like, whoa, what the heck?
I remember I was like a tiny little thing. My aunt, when she was just dating my uncle, I used to go there all the time and hang out with my cousin, and we had the run of the place. It's a giant ass farm in Delaware, and the bull got loose.
Oh, really?
One bull, and he got loose, and he was in the yard, and of course we're like, oh my god, we're terrified. We're gonna think this thing's gonna kill us.
Yeah.
Nah, man, she came out and called him. He came over, he's licking his lips and everything because he's like, it's time for the old snacks, I guess.
Yeah.
It's cool as hell. He's real nice. It's like, wow.
They're like freaking dogs, man.
Yeah, I was like, holy shit, he was massive. I mean, I was like 3-4 feet tall, but that
Yeah,
was massive.
yeah, of course. It's like probably looked like a damn truck to you.
It's like, oh my god, oh my god,
Yeah,
he's gonna fucking kill me.
Oh man, yeah. So definitely got to change all the batteries on the REM pods, man, for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Not to
Not-
go.
9 volts for days.
I forgot to get 9 volts because I did get the little extensions for the portal that I
Yeah,
made.
Yeah.
yeah,
I saw a video on it, and it's the extension wires. You plug them in to the pedals, and then on the end of them, they have the holders for the 9 volts. So you don't need a power source. You plug them into there
yeah. That's cool. Yeah,
and
Yeah.
go with it. So I was like, I got to get those just in case. But I also have that charger, that the
yeah.
orange and gray one, the orange and gray one I have,
Yeah,
the camping one. I have that
yeah,
too.
kind of like what do you call it, like the inverter or whatever now?
Yeah, yeah. I turned it on and it worked perfectly.
Yeah,
Oh,
So
hell yeah.
we had power,
yeah.
but they had power there, so which
It's
is good. But
nice to have the equipment we need when we're out on these investigations.
It's
Hamilton has power,
It does.
Yeah.
and Cordell, we got a. It was cold, so I think the camera kept fogging, or it was messing the cameras up. Remember that?
Yeah, the one in the top segregation hallway kept frosting over.
Yeah,
I
it kept
literally had
frosting
to
over.
I literally had to put my flashlight over it just to unfrost it.
Just yeah, that's
Really?
right.
Wow.
But and I got 100-foot cord, and you could reach everything in there.
It must have been
Everything.
cold, dude.
It was
Bro.
32.
It was cold. It was colder inside than outside,
Like 30s cold or
30,
like
32 degrees.
bro.
Woof.
Yeah,
oh
Yeah.
man.
yeah.
Like, I had my shirt, my hoodie, and my back brace, and I was still freezing.
Oh my
You
god.
would you would go outside to warm up,
Yeah.
and it was
Really?
cold outside. It was
Well,
cold
yeah.
outside. You would go outside. I would walk outside and be like, ah. It's just
Yeah, that was all right.
So if you guys felt like a ghost present, it was presence. It was probably like a warm spot instead of a cold spot this time.
yeah, bro. It was cold,
And the
especially
best,
upstairs.
oh, dude, upstairs freezing.
Yes.
Like,
You had to be
inside the
layered
cell,
up.
it's where it's the coldest because, metal.
Yeah.
But the best part is, all you have to do is just sit there with the
I'm
camera,
gonna-
make no noise, and shit happens.
Yeah.
I'm gonna change the name of this episode 16, Leo Paranormal Exploration, and then go almost. And then we got to get him back on when he's near a freaking source, so we can actually have a damn.
Yeah, he stopped messaging me like
Yeah.
20 minutes ago.
He's not
I mean,
messaging.
we get to put some content out. I mean, do we want to talk about more? I don't want to talk too much about the
Yeah.
investigation Saturday because I'd like to try to get some clips on here when we do that. But I mean, what else was cool there? Yeah, we had the one cell. Of course, we got.
Yeah. Mhm.
If they watch the live or watch the live, they're gonna see.
Yeah. Upstairs, I had a conversation.
Yeah.
And that's when I did all that. The debunking.
Did you go in the Did you investigate in the was it genealogy room?
Where the
Is that how you
rooms?
say it?
You mean like the
Where-
records stuff and all that?
The records where they kept all the records.
Yeah, we
I
went
saw
in there.
that sign, I think it said genealogy room.
Yeah, we went in there briefly. I don't think we got
I
in
did.
there.
Yeah. I went in there briefly. I thought I caught a dark. Like I panned. So the back window near the shelves. I panned over and I stopped and I was like, "What was that?" It was something huge and dark. And I was like, "What was that?" And then I went back and I'm going. It's the sunlight coming in, and I was like, okay, debunked. I tried to get some, did some EVP in there. Nothing. I got nothing. I didn't feel anything.
Yeah.
But he did say that people have gotten stuff in there, and they don't talk about the jail. They just talk about. I asked about if anybody's family records were in there, but I didn't get anything. So
I mean,
Brian tried too. He went in there too, I think.
I mean, watching you guys is pretty great. Just watching all your devices go off and all the activity and all the stuff that Rich was posted in the group earlier. Damn, that was something else.
Yeah, that's like I haven't even scratched the surface.
Yeah. I can't wait to watch the footage when we left the cell.
Mm-hmm.
When we were doing the live and then we just left. And I have the 60 going.
Yeah.
It's filming the entire time.
Yeah, I remember that.
We were gone. So I want to check that out. And somebody mentioned, they're like, I wonder what you have on there when we left. And I was like, you know what? That'd be cool if they thought we were gone, but there's this camera watching.
I had recorders through three or four recorders going in the whole time. So I got to go over all that.
Don't you love when you guys leave an investigation? Oh, after you, Terry. After you.
Oh no, it was the Phasm. I had that going for. I don't know how long it was, but it was watching your equipment.
Yeah.
On the other side of the jail.
Yeah, the illumination station.
Yeah. So I gotta check that out too, see if anything we got.
I think the best part is like when you're going over your footage and you're just hearing shit you didn't hear before.
Yeah. I want to see if I got that. If I got that on the Phasm too, because the audio is on there and it picks up audio pretty good.
Because I heard at the same time you did, and then you're like, "What the fuck?"
I came home and I played it for my wife, and I heard it. I said, "I fucking got it." I was like, "I got it." I heard it. I knew I heard it. I got it. I was like, "There it is. There it is," and I like started typing on my phone. I was like, there it is. Because I was like, there's no way it's gonna get. I was like, I got it.
Yeah.
And it was live. It was live too. I was like,
yeah, no, that's good shit, man. When we do that and investigate, you're like, shit, did I get it? Sometimes you don't.
Sometimes it's just sitting around not getting anything. Other times, all your devices are going off at once, right?
When we were when we were in St. Augustine, man, there was like 4 or 5 of us standing around. I walked over like towards this freaking hallway, and this freaking door opens up on its own. And I was like, I looked around and nobody was recording. I was like, wow. Nobody's recording. Oh my God.
That's the best part about me. I'm always recording. You can ask Terry.
I was like, oh fuck, man.
There was a few times I figured out what it was.
Yeah.
That side door, because sometimes we left that brick there. And people would let it go. You hear her slam. And remember when he was talking about the picture?
Oh, when it flew up?
It flew off the wall. Yeah. Whenever I heard that slam, I'm like, oh shit, is that the picture? Did anybody catch it? And I'm like, the damn door. It's that damn door.
So I've got his number, man. I'm sure we could probably get him on here, man, as a guest.
Yeah. He knows that history. He knows the history there.
What I'm saying, man, like that'd be a good episode for sure.
You know what? Terrible comment. If you set that up, I'll get him the link. That'd be cool.
I had a terrible comment during Terry's live stream when he was talking about in the kitchen and the trap door for hanging. I'm like, oh, so they drop them and they chop them. That's what's
Well, that's immediately what came to mind with all of us when we knew that they were hanging them in the kitchen. Man, come on, like shit.
Thank you for calling the Fort San Lucie morgue.
I think Vince didn't Vince say something like?
Yes, he was the first one to say something. Yeah.
And then that door, that's where they took him out of.
What are we having for lunch today, Sheriff? Sloppy Joe's.
Sloppy Joe's, yeah.
I kept asking too. I'm like, is anybody in here that used to cook for everybody? Did you like cooking for the inmates?
Yeah, nothing, dude.
Nothing. Yeah.
You know what they were having for dinner? Manwich.
I like it, man. That was a good one. That was a good one, Cordell. Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you. I'll be here all week. You've been warned.
All right.
Oh, damn it. Hey, man, that was awesome.
Thank
That was
you.
awesome.
I'm working on my stand-up.
It was like a corny dad joke, but that
Yeah.
was awesome.
But that was awesome.
Didn't see it coming. Man,
You're not supposed to.
Mm.
that was a good one.
Oh no, you guys got a lot of really good stuff. That was
Oh,
really, really good.
Yeah, it was cool. It was
I
cool.
was like, damn, if my
Oh,
tech
did I tell you I scared the shit out of myself in my hotel room?
You
No,
did?
you
Why?
didn't.
So I woke up early in the morning, I don't know, 2, 3, to go use the bathroom.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize that I wasn't far enough to go into the doorway. And I didn't realize when I got there that day that sliding door is a glass
Oh no.
because it's that stained glass. It's like a gray or whatever. So I didn't see
Yeah.
my reflection.
That's
And then at night, well, I go walking and I turned it too early,
yeah.
and I'm staring at my face in this glass, and I'm half asleep,
yeah.
and I'm like, "What the boom?" And I hit my head. I'm like, "Oh my god!" I stopped and I stared, and I'm like, "You're an idiot." And
That's freaking great, man. That's great. I love it.
but it scared the shit. I thought I was like, "Who is in my room right now?" About to lose shit.
Dude, I scared the
It scared the
crap
shit out of me.
out of Donna at the jail. Were you standing there when I did that? I was like, I came walking around the corner, and Donna and Vince were like standing there, like near the equipment doing something. And I like pretended like I saw something. I was like, and Donna like jumped out of her skin, man. She's like, "Oh, what?" And I was like, dude,
everybody's pranking each other.
oh
You
my
pranked
god.
yourself. He pranked Donna, and I pranked the core members of the I Spook team. I love it.
I mean, you gotta have some fun while you're out there, man.
Yeah.
Oh, dude!
Yeah, it's
Like
fun.
if you guys catch
had
that
some
live there, you
laughs.
gotta watch
Yeah.
the end of it. It's hilarious.
I asked
told you.
just I was texting Brian today. I'm like, "Is Donna still mad at me, man?" He's like, "No." I was like, "All right, cool."
Fucking wild.
Yeah.
Poor Donna. She didn't deserve that, man.
Nah, I scared her.
That's
Sorry.
awesome. That's awesome.
It's okay. We're gonna scare you next, Rich.
All right.
I hope you're not the kind of guy who, when he gets scared, he punches. Though I can't take any more.
No,
I can't take any more drain damage.
I don't punch anybody.
I don't punch. I
I just scream and go, "What the hell, man?"
may kick the shin.
Yeah.
Yeah, not gonna mess with Barry.
Yeah.
I need my shin, brother.
I've drew down on people, but it stops there. I don't swing.
I feel no. Barry might put you in the chokehold.
I use that harness or whatever it's called.
Yeah. How'd you like that?
Camera.
Was it good?
It was cool. It's like I thought it kept it steady,
Yeah.
and I just held on to the front. I didn't use the strap where the strap comes around like this.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it like a shoulder rig?
Yeah.
Yeah, shoulder rig.
Yeah,
And
I've been looking into getting one of those.
Yeah, it wasn't
dude,
bad. It was
holy, this thing is just bulky.
because I just started wearing it, so it kind of got a little, uncomfortable at some point. But I think if I put that shoulder strap that goes this way, tighten it down, and then I don't have to because I was holding it like this to keep it steady. So I think if I use that, I'll try it again, see if it's a little better.
That camera.
My hands are free. My hands are free when I'd stop and I could grab stuff.
My video cameraman too. Like when in the beginning when I was filming that tour that he was giving us, because I was constantly holding it up, like this, filming it. Yeah. And I was just like, my arms started getting tired. And eventually, I put it on the bottom. And I was just like holding it like this, and I was like, "Yeah, man."
I did the tour. I did the tour with my phone because I was like, it's gonna hurt later if I use this damn. The camera's not light. Those cameras aren't light.
No.
They're heavy.
And that's why I wanted. That's why I wanted the shoulder harness.
Because this is the biggest version, and I'm like, dude, you're like carrying a fucking dinosaur.
This thing is like the 80s. Remember The Conjuring, the first one, and he picks up that big ass camera and he goes, "It's so light. It's so light."
What are you doing? What? Wait, do it again. I wasn't. I left the cap on. Do it again.
God, that's funny. This is nice. They are nice cameras, though. I do like them.
Yeah,
Nice.
Yeah, I like them. I like them.
yeah. I thought
You
about
get a lot of filming time and battery time on them.
upgrading, but I'm like, there's nothing really beats these cameras,
Yeah.
Yeah.
especially with the.
Yeah, I'd like to start up in my camera game, man. You know what I mean? I want to start using that a little more, and like we talked about, Terry. I want to get some kind of software and edit it and all that. See, just to play with it at least and see what I can come up with. You know what I mean?
Definitely want
So,
to get
I
camera.
use I'm looking right now because I was using Podcastle,
Careful.
but I'm using where is it? Oh, I went too far down. Okay, there's Podcastle. Oh, you know what it is? It's because I don't have it there. I have it here. Movavi.
Yeah, Mobile. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I told you I already got intro and everything
Yeah.
saved up so I can just drop that in each one
In each
and
one.
then drop the videos, edit them. I got to check out the other features where you can do the words and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Do the what do they call it? When you play something over, you think
A
you call it something,
voiceover, like a voiceover.
and you keep playing it,
Oh,
like a
loop it,
loop almost.
loop it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then so people have some more time to see if they can
To
hear
watch it. Yeah.
what you thought you heard.
Yeah.
Definitely want to invest in a full spectrum camera too. That might be something useful.
Yeah.
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 You know what I want to start using on the Phasm more is the UV. I want to use that more. See what
You can come up with it.
because I never use it. I never use it. I just use the IR. So I want to use that and see what happens because you can do them both at the same time. So I want to see what that does.
Well, you can pick up different shit that you wouldn't pick up with on a regular camera, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the best part about it.
Those little things are awesome. And mine came with the waterproof cover too. You can put that on it. And I got the daytime lens. I got a daytime lens.
Yeah.
You just screw it on. And because if you try to use it, it's made for nighttime. If you try to use it during the daytime, you get this funky color on it.
Yeah.
So you have to put that lens on it, and it doesn't clear it out 100%, but the video quality is a lot better during the day.
Yeah.
But it's made for being in the dark.
Well, yeah, because it's modded into a really shitty action camera.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like they don't pick up low light very well. That's why I stopped using a GoPro. It's fucking terrible. Oh, who's that dog?
What's that? The
most action cameras actually are terrible with low light.
Yeah. This thing's good with low light.
Yeah.
That's why I bought the one I have. Low light.
That thing loves low light.
DJI has been up on their game with their action cameras, and so has Insta 360.
The what?
Insta 360 and DJI.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotta let the dog in.
No, my wife.
Hey, you gotta say it like Borat.
Hey,
my wife.
She's on the show.
Yeah. Oh, you're on the show. Yeah.
Wife, let the boy watch.
Oh, dude.
Oh my god.
Dude, speaking of pranking on the out on locations, man, I pranked Eric too in St. Augustine just because of what I do. And he was sitting. We were in a closet, man, and he was sitting in a chair, and he was like, I feel chills all over my body, and I was like, he goes, I feel something, and I was like, I was like, oh my God, man. He's like, what? I was like, there's an apparition right behind you. He's like, really? I was like, no, I'm just messing with you, man. I was like,
He's all excited and shit.
I might do a couple more pranks, but I'm trying to be cool.
I mean, every once in a while.
Well, no, because now they're expecting it, so I want to wait for it to die down before. I start
Yeah.
again.
You gotta let it
Simmer.
just marinate and then go again.
Exactly.
He's
I'm,
pranked once. He will prank again. Also, we're 45 minutes in.
The one thing my wife hates about me is I love scaring people.
Yeah, me too.
I'm very good at it. I'm very good at creeping. If I want to creep, you're not gonna see me coming.
No.
And like I'm talking, I will get down, old bones hurting and everything, and I'm like 3 inches off the ground, crawling, bro.
Just crawling.
To get somewhere, just to get somewhere to get somebody. I hid in a closet one day. She was taking a shower. I stayed in that goddamn closet for 20 minutes with my phone.
Yeah.
Wait.
Well, it's your fault for going in there while your wife's in the shower.
So,
Hey, she was not happy when she came out of there. She was
Yeah,
not happy when she came out of there.
so Rich,
Scared the shit out of
you
her.
heard that live. Terry came out of the closet.
He did. Terry is now out of the closet.
Would you like me to discuss what we were discussing earlier, Cordell?
Oh God, no, please. Thank you.
Please, God, no, anything but that.
Anything but that.
I mean, I want to play games.
I
You get
play
super
games
prizes.
all the time.
You want a super prize? I got one for you.
Think about the children. Think about Rich and his great stomach.
I will put explicit.
Oh, Lord.
Oh,
This is
man.
explicit, not for kids. Just this episode.
I don't think any of our episodes are for children, man. Come on.
No.
Wu-Tang is for the children.
Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang love the kids.
Wu-Tang.
I
I
actually
don't understand. That's Trick Daddy.
I actually got
Yes,
Benjamin
it
to
is.
say
Trick loves the kids.
Trick loves the kids.
Trick loves the kids.
Yeah, you know it.
It's crazy when you get your child to say Wu-Tang. It's
Mm.
hilarious.
I got a bunch of Wu-Tang shirts. Like it was one of my favorite groups growing up. I love Wu-Tang, man.
Yeah.
I started
You
getting
get a
into
bunch
Wu-Tang.
of, bunch of assholes together and they could do that. That was awesome. And it's straight out the slums of Shaolin. That's Staten Island.
I was a big fan of NWA growing up.
I used to actually watch the movies.
Did you?
Yeah, like the Old Dirty Bastard. That's a kung fu movie.
I would like to see
like-
your Wu-Tang style.
Yeah. My chess boxing is great.
Well, it's
Oh man,
funny.
from Ghost to Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You guys know who Logic is?
Welcome to Anything Goes Musings.
Yeah. Logic actually did a song with Wu-Tang, and it's actually fucking fire.
Who did?
Logic.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's called Wu-Tang Forever, and it's fire.
Wu-Tang Forever?
Yeah, it's the name of the song.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's their album. Their second album was Wu-Tang, right? Yeah, Wu-Tang Forever.
I'll drop
And
you
then
guys
they did
in the group chat. For you older
it
gentlemen.
was a double album too. It's freaking awesome. That was back in the ODB.
Hey man,
ODB, Osiris of this shit.
it's at the 48-minute mark.
Yeah, I said something like 3 minutes ago.
Did you? Oh,
Yeah,
okay, I missed that one.
Yeah, yeah, because Cordell did it at the 45-minute mark. So.
Okay. Well, it's 49 now.
Terry
I
doesn't
totally
want
forgot. I
Terry
totally
doesn't
forgot.
want to listen to me. You
Hey,
talk about
we kept a whole show going.
We did.
It's supposed to be about Leo Paranormal.
It was kind of.
yeah.
That's
Sorry, Marcus.
His
I'm gonna change it to
internet
sort of.
his internet must have been ass because I haven't heard back from him. But that's okay. It happens.
Shit happens, man. Shit
Yeah.
Ghostface Killer. He's my favorite, by the way.
happens.
Ghostface.
Ghostface Killer is my favorite out of the group.
I don't know who my favorite Wu-Tang member is, honestly.
What happened?
I've heard a lot of shit with Riza,
Oh,
but
RZA?
yeah, I like his shit because he's done a couple songs with people I know.
Mhm.
Of course, Method Man, you can't go wrong with.
Oh, Method Man,
Yeah.
he's awesome, bro. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the OG.
RZA produces like movies and like The Man with the Golden Arms. I don't know if y'all saw that. It had
Yeah.
Dave Batista in it. Like he did two of those.
Uh,
He's done stuff for other people's movies. Like that dude's
Ri-
a.
yeah.
I mean, I know there's another one called Jizza the Genius, but RZA is a genius.
Yeah.
I mean, RZA's got the fucking he in that song that I sent you guys. I think he has like the hardest verse, but that's just me.
Yeah,
Just the
yeah.
RZA.
I love those dudes, man. It's freaking old.
For the pot smokers and the beer drinkers.
Yeah. Bush Light drinkers,
Taking the
Yeah.
other super bad like McLovin.
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 Oh, those are actual verses from that song. Like that's how much I love that fucking song.
That's awesome.
I don't know this, but I fuck with West Coast rappers, but I like everybody. Their sound
Mhm.
just has to sound good to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That it's like their bass is different. I mean, you got the
Yeah.
G Funk era too. The G Funk
Yeah,
era
it's got to be
that was
with like
nice.
the beat and the bass. If I can bump with it, I go with it. If I can't bump with it, I don't fuck with it.
Yeah.
West Side Connection. West Side Connection. Ice Cube.
Hey, man,
Freaking.
what happened to your
Yo.
fingers? No.
Oh, you mean that?
You look like
It's
an
my
alien.
foot.
Where'd
It's my foot.
your finger? Where'd it go?
Right here, right here.
Yeah.
People are like, oh, great, the
West
Paranormal Musings
Side,
podcast is throwing up gang
or you could
signs.
say it's the Woo.
That's
Ooh,
Wu-Tang.
dang.
Wu-Tang.
Yeah. Boom.
With the D again.
Oh, Lordy. This has
It's
been one
double
hell of an
D.
episode, let me tell you.
Yeah. This is where we lose everybody.
Nah, everybody loves us. That's it, man.
Hey
Hey,
man, if you don't fuck with
we're just
Wu-Tang, you ain't my kind of people.
I mean, this is another shooting the shit video, so whatever.
Absolutely. That's what it
We're
turned
gonna have
out.
to
And
change.
we still talk paranormal.
Yes, we did.
We got Wu-Tang in there, so fuck
Ooh.
yeah.
Wu-Tang.
Yeah, we got our guest for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So we have a guest.
Yeah, we had a guess.
Oh, you bastard! I have fucking Gatorade.
Cordell
Oh,
just shot liquid out of his nose.
Oh, Lord.
it's Gatorade.
Is it burning?
Yeah, bird.
He gleeked out of his nostril.
Oh fuck! I'm sorry. This shit
Uh,
made me laugh really hard. I
over
like
there
my
clearing out his sinuses with Gatorade.
my Gatorade straight from the titty of a gator.
Yeah.
Eat.
I think that'd be like, oh, this is fucking weird.
I'm like in my old house and like
Yeah, I see that, man. There's
Like-
like nothing behind you.
yeah, it's empty. I'm like
Is
I'm
it
wearing
still
these
red?
because my microphone's at the new house,
Yeah.
which tomorrow we got to be there at 8 because
Maneuvers.
they could show up at 2, but we got to be there at 8, which they'll probably show up at 10, which is
Yeah.
cool because we want to move some stuff around and before they get in there.
You guys
And
done?
know-
all my shit will
But
be
you know
there.
what that means, Terry? You could start buying liquor at 7, so go get yourself some Bush Lights.
Hey,
There's already some in the fridge there.
there you go.
I made sure of it. Oh, and I have a fridge in the garage.
Oh,
Can
even
fill
better.
it up.
Nice.
Fill it up full of nectar.
Nectar of the gods is what I used to call it.
Nectar.
You know what? I think the next show we have, I'm just gonna have a jar full of moonshine pineapples and just fucking be eating them the whole
Mason
time.
jar. Mason jar. Put some of those maraschinos in there,
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
and some pears.
So I actually have a
Sliced
really
pears.
funny story about the maraschino cherries and moonshine.
Uh-oh.
I ended up eating
This-
a whole fucking jar.
Cordell. Wu-Tang's for
Yeah.
the children, so don't tell us too much about these maraschino cherries. Just saying.
I'm like, oh, these are really good, and they're like, yeah. I'm like, I end up eating the whole fucking jar. I'm like, oh,
I bet
So-
you did.
Uh,
Oh God. I'm sorry.
funniest Halloween ever.
oh my god.
Maraschino cherries and some fucking big
Uh,
ziti.
And those things
The baked
hold the
ziti?
liquor. They hold the liquor, bro.
They do.
They
I
hold
was-
the liquor.
They
I
don't.
was off my ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You chew a jar of those, you're on your
Yeah,
ass,
bro.
bro.
You're going, bro.
The
Yeah.
only thing I hate about moonshine is it's like drinking gasoline.
It is, man. It is. I can't drink
Yeah.
it. Mm.
Dude,
That's what I'm saying. You gotta put the fruits in there, man.
Yeah.
You gotta try something to get rid of that stupid ass taste.
Flavor it up.
you can't call
This
it.
is
Oh,
hard.
the whole thing is like my foreman gave me a jar because he bought it. He didn't like it. I ended up pawning it off on my brother because I didn't like it. And then now Kara and I just go to the liquor store. We'll buy some of the flavored stuff. The Eggo waffle one was interesting.
Hey
Gotta get
buddy.
waffle moonshine.
Hey buddy. You see everybody?
Hey, so I think I'm gonna try and plan on taking Eric down to the tree again here one day soon if it's not raining. 'Cause he's
If
never-
Yeah.
If you do, let us know. We'll meet you there.
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. We can do that. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I could show you some history, and I'll bring Kara because holy shit happens when she's there. It's wild.
Is it really? All right.
Yeah, dude, like Schaefer loves her. Like I
Yeah.
don't say that lightly.
Yeah.
So Cordell, I'm closer to Spruce Bluff now.
Oh, you're 10 minutes down the road from me then.
Yeah, I'm closer now. I'm on Grapeland. Grapeland Ave.
Yeah, I know what that is.
Off of the
You're
boulevard.
You're close to the park.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know exactly.
So I take the boulevard to Floresta.
Yeah,
I get on Floresta and then right over the little bridge where they have the little marina.
yeah,
I make a left and I can go down to the park.
yeah. That's how I got
So
there.
it's like 2 or 3 miles.
Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah, you're,
Yeah,
you're like 10 minutes down the road from me. So
Yeah.
right on, brother.
Cool, man.
Yeah,
I'm up here in Space Coast, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
You
You know
keep
what I'd
your
like to
space
do?
yourself.
Speaking of Space Coast,
Mm-hmm.
the war party was there. The old pillars.
Oh, on the launch pad.
Oh, the launch.
Yes.
Yeah, the old launch. pad.
Okay, so
Yeah.
about
But you
that.
need like 10 cans each of bug spray. The mosquitoes are this big and like they flash their camera with the light
Oh,
and
God.
it's like a blanket.
Yeah,
Straight.
I
And
remember.
you can see them just landing on them, chewing them up, man. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, that's a place that I want to check out too. The
Yeah,
old launch pad.
I
where
want to check it.
One of the Apollo.
Yeah, it's the old
There's
Apollo
the
launch
old-
pad. Yeah.
There's an old building
Can you
out
still
there,
go
too, I
out there
think.
though? Can you still go out there?
I think it's part of
I
a
don't know.
tour.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not sure because I know a lot of people feel dread and they feel sick.
Yeah.
There's a building out there too,
Mhm.
like an older building, like not a huge building, but there's a building out there that I don't know if it was them or if it was somebody else that went over and investigated, and then they saw like car lights coming or something, so they didn't want to Yeah. hang out. They didn't know who it was. Could have been rangers, park rangers or something.
Yeah.
But
All I know is I definitely want
it's
to go
all
there.
it was all abandoned, so you can see
Yeah.
where people are in there. They're graffitiing everything and tagging everything. But
Yeah,
there's a
Urbex
story
is
of satanic
is a-
going on there.
Urbex is a shady thing because you can catch some serious ass charges.
Yeah, it's
And
federal offense.
I gotta get up to Rockledge and like take the wife up and have some lunch and try to get hold of the stupid manager.
Yeah, let me know when you
Get
do,
in
man. I'll join you.
Yeah.
We should all
Yeah,
go
try
to
to
the Aerojet rocket facility. Hey, you guys are laughing. It worked.
Oh boy.
Oh,
I want to get,
man.
you know what, though? Fort Pierce. I need to get into that theater.
Oh,
Rush
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to get in there. That's
Kara and I
I
actually thought
moved here.
about
That
heading
was on my
to
local bucket list since I've been here. I got to get in there.
and the St. Anastasia school that's abandoned.
In Fort Pierce,
Yeah,
it's on a side street, right?
yeah. Over off, I think Ave B, near the Peacock House.
Yeah, yeah, yep.
Yep. I have a contact on
I've
Reddit.
driven about it. I've driven past it a few times.
They
Yeah.
they just remodeled it or did some renovations, but the guy who I got that cancer center location from said that doors wide open, you just walk right in. It's pretty inside.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've driven by it a few times, and every time we drive by, I'm like, huh. Wonder if I can get in there. You know?
That's in Fort
Yeah.
Pierce.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fort Pierce. Yeah,
We hit
we
the
got to
hour mark.
maybe hit up the historical society somewhere and see if we can
Yeah.
get in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Find the proper channels so all bases are covered.
Yep. Because I mean, if you're gonna park a car there, they're gonna see it.
Well, I'm not. It's not the cops I'm worried about. It's the crackheads I'm worried about.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, Fort Pierce. There's some places, and where it's at.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, especially that area.
Yeah.
Peacock House
yeah,
is nice though.
yeah.
It smells terrible
Because
though.
we were thinking about buying a house in Fort Pierce, and then it was like, we went there so many times. It's like, well, you got to live on the beach to be safe, and then you're paying double. So it's like, nah.
And the,
We'll just
the
visit.
star,
We'll come
the
visit
star,
the Manatee Bar and Grill
and
because
that
it's one of my
algae is
favorite
just stinking so bad this year.
spots.
Oh man, we've hit
Folks,
the hour
if you're
mark.
watching this, folks, you ever get to Fort Pierce, go to the Manatee Bar and Grill. Cool little spot. You can eat outside. You can see yellowtail swimming by. You can see
Mhm.
sometimes some manatee swimming by, and you can walk the little jetty area there, and then you cross
Or
the
if you're
boat,
more inclined
park
to
it, and
not
party.
eat, go to the jetty lounge, get yourself a rum runner, and just go to the jetty.
Oh,
Yeah,
hey,
Jetty's awesome, man. Jetty's great. Yeah.
Rich, right across that channel there.
Yeah.
That is the last consistent break on the east coast of Florida.
I know, dude, that it's a very good break, actually.
Yes.
The only problem is when you go there, there's like 10,000 people there all the time, man.
Everybody's there.
Yeah.
At
Yeah.
all hours of the night too. That's the worst part.
Yeah.
Tara and I were there till
Yeah.
like 3 in the morning one time because I chugged my rum runner, and yeah, I was really drunk. So everyone fishing is just crazy.
Yeah. Hey, that's always fun, man.
We've hit over an hour. I have to go wake up in 3 minutes. So yeah,
All right, guys.
All right. We've gone over an hour
Yeah.
of talking about nothing for probably 40 minutes of it, but it was fun.
Yeah, man.
would you like
And
us?
I'm gonna post it.
Why not, man?
Yeah.
Post it.
Yeah, I'm gonna post it. But yeah, I gotta reach out to a few folks. I need Terry from NSPS TV reached out,
Oh
so he wants to be on the show. He was the first podcast. Me and Cordell,
yeah.
Eric, Austin, and Kara. We were on.
Fucking love Terry.
So,
Real solid
yeah.
dude.
Yeah, he did an I Spook episode, and that was pretty cool. And then I did another episode with him, with a few folks, which was cool. I think, man, that thing lasted for like freaking 3 hours. Like we were leaving to go pee, like, but it was a great time. We had a good time.
Yeah, I was there for like 30, 40 minutes of that one. That was
yeah, we had a good time. And then so he wants to come on, which is awesome. He's out in Texas. He knows a couple teams over here. He's friends with. So he's a paranormal investigator. Want to get him on. I got to start getting some more folks who said they wanted to come on. And I want to get the Doss House on because that interests me. I want to. And speaking of houses, May Stringer, I want to get those guys on. the guys that well, you met him
Yeah.
at the train depot.
Mm-hmm.
I reached out to him a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
So I need to reach back out and be like, hey, when do y'all want to throw down and get those guys on so they can talk about both Maystringer and the train depot,
Yeah.
which he also has family ties to the train depot that he didn't know about until he started
Yeah.
volunteering there. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember he was saying something about that.
Yeah. There's stuff actually in there where you see the names, and it was pretty cool. So I want to
Yeah.
get him on, and he can also talk about some cool investigations and some places me and him were talking about. He's been telling me about some cool places, so get him on so he can talk about that. And I want him to talk about the last live they did.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Well,
got some few folks to get on, and
let's do it, man. Let's do it.
got some content for a while, and we can get them all on. Even if we
Alright,
don't, we
Rich.
got a lot of content. So
Close this out, brother.
Close us out. All right. Well, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Paranormal Musings. We talked a lot about everything and nothing for a while, and we did have a guest in the beginning. We did have a guest. And why are you guys dancing? Wait, so I'll be doing that too? Huh. Marcus from Leo Paranormal Exploration. We thank you, buddy, for coming on.
yeah,
And,
We'll have to catch you on the next
until
one.
next time.
yeah, we'll get you again, Marcus.
And before
Before
we leave, I think Cordell got something to say, huh?
We hope you all had a great time with this episode, and we hope that you stay spooky.
Stay spooky.
Like Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang. Happy hunting, fam.
All right, guys.
All right. I gotta